Right, so today's video is about MGTOW and female nature. Now, if you're not familiar with MGTOW, the acronym MGTOW stands for Men Going Their Own Way. And it's basically just a bunch of bitchy ass men who have been disrespected or cheated on by women, or they can't get women. So now they're mad at the world and they're mad at women, and now they don't want to deal with women, period. Like, they're actually taking up celibacy, which is just, I just can't get my head around it, like how they could just feel like they're done with women. But obviously you got guys like that in the UK, but obviously all around the world and in the UK, but especially in America, this movement it's kind of like a movement. It's really big. I don't know if you've seen any videos on YouTube, but there's plenty of videos, and it's just basically about beta males, because 99.9% of the guys who are MGTOW are beta males. They're just complaining about women, and more than likely it's because they can't get any women, or they can't attract any women. Now, obviously, we all go through periods of our life, talking about guys and women, but us guys all go through periods of our life where we can't get women, or we can't acquire the standard of women that we want, should I say. Obviously, everyone can get fat, ugly girls, or, you know, mediocre girls, but who wants that? But the MGTOW movement is just basically a bunch of men, mostly in America, who they can't get women, so they're frustrated and they're angry at the world, and now they're done with women. The MGTOWs and the beta males, they can't accept female nature. What is female nature? In my opinion, female nature is when you, as a man, maybe you lose your job or you get into some serious financial difficulty. You are in a position where you can't provide for the children or the possible children that you would have in the future with this woman. She'll want to drop you out and leave you for a man that can. Or hypergamy, where if, you know, you're in a relationship with a girl or whatever, and you start acting a bit weak, and then a male comes along that she perceives as being higher value than you, for whatever reason, maybe he's more masculine, he's got more money, got more charisma, whatever, she'll want to leave you for him. And I don't blame women, because at the end of the day, right, our human race, the evolution of the human race depends on female nature. If it wasn't for female nature, the human race wouldn't be where it is today. I can guarantee, I can promise you. If it wasn't for female nature and hypergamy, you know, women wanting to go for the highest value male, the human race wouldn't be where it is today. We would still be in the Stone Age. We would still be using rocks and sticks to create fire. We wouldn't be as far as we are today. Look, you can see this Mercedes in the background, yeah? We wouldn't have these great inventions if it wasn't for female nature. Men wouldn't strive to be the best versions of themselves if it wasn't for female nature. If men could just, you know, work in Asda or flipping B&M or some crap job driving a bus, and we can get an Instagram model, no men would be driving the nice cars and have the good jobs and, you know, being the best version of themselves. So you have to embrace female nature. You see, yeah, if you're a guy watching this right now, yeah, you might be a strong, healthy man. You might be 6'3". You might be really intelligent. Yeah, you might have swag. You might be really good looking. You think that just came out of thin air? That did not come out of thin air. You see my mum, yeah? Hopefully, I'm going to ask my mum if I can have her permission to put a picture as a thumbnail, because my mum was a hot thing back in the day, yeah? Do you know how many men my mum probably had to reject to get the highest quality of male to produce me? Now, I'm not 6'5" or nothing like that, but I've got so many good traits that a lot of people would want. Strong, good looking, fast, intelligent, drive, ambition. These are the alpha traits that women want to reproduce. Women can't reproduce those traits with a beta male. The reason why you're here now and you've got, you know, good facial features, or you're strong, or you're intelligent, you know, or you're a fast runner, or you know, you got good charisma and stuff like that. It's because your grandma and your grandma's grandma was going through the process of eliminating all the beta males so that they can produce the alpha male, so the alpha male gene can carry on. If women just settle for beta males, yeah, there would be hardly any alpha males around. I'm telling you, there'll be mostly beta males around. And I'll tell you the greatest example of a race or set of people that is just filled with beta males, and that's Indian people. No disrespect. So no disrespect to Indian people or Indian men or whatever, but they have the most beta males. You know why? It might not just be Indians, but let's just say cultures that practice arranged marriages. Do you know why they have the most beta males? Because the women in their culture and their race are not allowed to practice hypergamy. Because their parents, their mums, their dads, their grandparents, whoever, tell them, you will marry this guy because he's from this family. So women can't use their female nature to filter out the crap genes. It's basically, imagine Jabba the Hutt, big, fat, ugly beta male, no good genes that you want to reproduce, being able to be hooked up with Pocahontas. How is Pocahontas supposed to spread her legs and reproduce the alpha male if she's with Jabba the Hutt? Now, I'm telling you, if the Indian women, you know, were left to their own devices and they were allowed to pick the men that they wanted to, they would filter out all of the crap genes, all of the scrawny looking men. And they would reproduce men like the Great Khali. The Great Khali was he was a flipping a wrestler. He's like 7 foot tall or whatever, innit? Now I'm not saying, you know, if it was for hypergamy, everyone would be like the Great Khali. But look at the Indian men or the men that you know are from cultures that, you know, they practice arranged marriages. Most of them are beta males. They got no charisma. They're not that good looking. Most of them are short. None of them are strong. None of them are fast runners. The only alpha male gene that they have is that they are fucking smart. So that is an alpha male gene, that you are flipping smart, because, you know, the smartest survive. Yeah. Black people, black men, I would say we are the most alpha. But even if you got the most brawn, yeah, brains will always beat brawn. And I'll give you a good case. Slavery, yeah. White people, white men, a lot of them are quite alpha, but I'd say they're not as alpha as black men, but they had more brains than black men. So they was able to go to Africa, and they must have thought, rah, these feral humans are, they're strong. We can't outbox them, yeah. But here what? We'll just go down there with this Remington shotgun from South Wales and see what I'll go on, yeah. So that's how they was able to enslave us. And they was able to outsmart us enough that they could get some of us to go and enslave the others. So that's where obviously the brains beat the brawn. But I would say, you know, black men, you know, other than the brains and stuff, most of us are more alpha than white men, because when it comes to like sports and stuff like that, you know, boxing, running and stuff, we're always, you know, at the top of the food chain and stuff. But men really need to start embracing female nature, because we wouldn't have all these amazing buildings, skyscrapers, all these nice flashy cars. We wouldn't be as successful as we are if we didn't have to be, if women weren't looking for the highest value male. I think apparently there's some theory, and basically I know it's true. I don't know who invented it, but I've heard it and I know it's true. Everything that a man does is so that he can attract more and higher quality women. And it's so true. If a man, Dave Chappelle made a joke. He said, if a man could sleep in a cardboard box and fuck a woman, he wouldn't get a job, because it would be too easy. Yeah, he would be lazy. He wouldn't strive to do nothing. So you need to start embracing female nature. I know it seems like, oh, you know, it's against certain men, but you're gonna just have to improve yourself and become the best version of yourself, and you will see more women will gravitate towards you. So if you like the video, subscribe. If you don't like the video, change your station. Stay wise.